The Bushiris will have to report to court for their case on Thursday, and if there are a no-show, a warrant of arrest will be issued. The couple faces charges of fraud and money laundering. Ian says Pule Lashwiti is in Pretoria. What have you been able to find out for us, Pule?
Well, a very good morning, Jane. And you would remember just earlier on, we actually brought you the news that we were reliably told by sources that a warrant of arrest will be issued come the 19th of November this month if the Bushiris do not appear in court. But furthermore, that they have violated the bail conditions, meaning their bail application will also be revoked. But in the name of trying to calm the crews and finding out what exactly happened, joining me right now, I have Prophet Mboro, who will be talking to us here this morning on ENCA. Prophet, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Now, just a couple of weeks ago, you had said that you and Bushiri had come to terms to actually, clean everything and have a working relationship. Just quickly tell us about that.
No, well, it was about peace and support for him to be out on bail through my prayers so that he can get out. We sit, we talk, we see how we can rebuild the life of the victims, his life, ECG Church, the image of the whole church, prophetic ministry, and fix things. So we met, we spoke, and while we were still talking, I hear that is out of the country. And remember, we went to court. I won against that deformation of character. And with costs. So I was still waiting for the costs to be paid. And then as they withdrew, from the battle, and we agreed that I will not proceed, on the battle because he's fixing things. So this is what happened now.
And what was the meeting about when you met at this private location?
No, look, it was not in a private location. Remember, Bushiri came to me first. I assisted him before. And then when he was down, he also honored me. And this time we met in his house. Remember, it was a consistent fight every day. I was bringing evidence, the victims, speaking for them. Whenever, bringing the facts that there are issues that need to be fixed. And it was about that can you please stop, cease fire, let's talk, and see wherever differences, whatever can be fixed. Because the image of the church, the image of Christ, his image is at stake. So somebody has to step up as the president of Church Monday Turnaround Movement to really represent Christ and fix things. We can't have the church, the prophet all the time in the wrong.
Okay, so Prophet, we are being told that Bushiri was the last person, you were the last person Bushiri contacted before he left the country. Tell us about that, please. Can you confirm these?
People are lying. We met with Bushiri before. Yes, he did try to reach me.
When, Prophet?
I think it was somewhere Tuesday or Wednesday during the day. I saw a missed call. I didn't respond because, remember, I'm also a part of the X- organization.
Sorry, but you returned the call.
I sent WhatsApp messages to say I was busy during the day, can we talk? The phone was off. So I could no longer see anything until I saw what I saw in the media. I'm also shocked.
But clearly if you met and he says he was your brother, he probably spoke to you about him actually trying to find peace of mind and leave, right?
No. Remember, Bushiri and I are not close. Pastors and communities, whenever they have crisis, don't be mistaken, they call on me. Even these guys that you see them being too big, but when they come to me, they say, look, you've been long in the ministry. That's it.
Okay, so would you cooperate with the South African government if they wanted help from you in terms of getting that sensitive information you might be having about this guy?
I am not. Remember, I was representing the victims. They opened cases, I assisted them. They betrayed me along the way, but I still stood. The matter is before the courts, before the judge, before the police. The police must do their work. Right now, my meeting was to rebuild and fix the mess that happened in the name of God, for the sake of Christ. And because if a man says, look, there's been too much war, can we sit and fix things? Why do you keep on punching? You wait and see fixing things. But that hasn't happened now since he's out. And since he went out, I mean, what was this peace about? These are the things that we need to engage. Because now our agreement to fix things are in a mess. So we need to still meet. I don't know how we will meet in this condition.
Fair enough. Just another question before you go. I think it's quite important that we clear this because there's a lot of speculation here. We are told that you received lucrative funds from Bushiri when he was out on bail. The eve before he was out on bail, he met you at his private location, at his place. Like you say, we are told that there was a golden handshake there.
Number one, the cases are still there. Ask all the witnesses. I never told them to withdraw cases. I responded to the cry of the people as a prophet in this country. And then I responded to the cry of the family of Prophet Bushiri and the entire leadership of ECG Church to say, can we stop the attacks on social media and sit down and talk? And I sat down and talked. Ceasefire on my side, on their side. Remember, Nana Poku, the rapist, they still send threats and all that. That message hasn't come out from their side. So I am standing for the peace and justice for all. And there's no handshake. The handshake that must happen, I won the legal battle. I must be paid the money I paid the lawyers. And I haven't been paid that.
So you don't know what Bushiri tried to contact you about before he mysteriously escaped the country?
As we were in talks, remember, people lost money. He also says he was scammed the money. He also facing attacks, emotional and all that. So as a Christian, another person who is a Christian and a leader, wherever there are wrongs, remember, I was standing almost every day, hammering him, praying for his change and the whole thing to come out.
So when last did you speak to him? Today is Monday, Prophet. When last did you speak to him?
I think I spoke to him Monday, last Tuesday. You know, we only met after he was released, I'm sure, that Friday. And then that's it. We never spoke again.
So you've never spoken to him on a phone call since he escaped?
No. Since he escaped, even days before he escaped, we never spoke. No.
No, thank you very much for joining me this morning.
No, thank you.
Okay,
there we go. Prophet Mboro joining us this morning, saying he hasn't spoken to Prophet Shepherd Bushiri since he escaped. But you see, now, here's the thing here. We received a tip-off rather from sources telling us that he was the last person, Mboro was the last person who was contacted by Bushiri. In fact, they're saying that there was a conversation that was had there. Now, we're asking him for confirmation here, and he's saying, I saw his missed call, but I left it. But we're told that he returned the call, and there was a discussion that took place. Now, in the name of trying to come for more clues, these are the type of things we're trying to put together to what was the discussion that was had on that phone call, what did they talk about, and if he knew that he was going to leave, why did he not alert the authorities as well?
That certainly was quite an interview. Thanks for that.